Welcome to the Carter Collection Obsession. I'm Michelle.
And I'm John, and we're here to share our Magic the Gathering collection.
Today is actually St. Patrick's Day, so we are going to show some of our favorite green things. Green cards, green decks. We both have mono green decks, so.
We did Elvis Piper. It's one of my favorite cards. Michelle made us a 6th place.
I made a play mat that was the entire table of my brother's kitchen table. And at each person's place, I drew a play mat.
And she drew me Elvis Piper because of my elf deck. And she did this copy, but I wanted to show the other copy because I love the artwork on that copy also, which is an Urza.
I did the easier one.
But it is definitely a good card. One drop, or you could tap it for one to get a creature out.
I have some favorite green lands I use in my deck. That one is in my wolf deck. I love it because you feel like you're there. It shows the distance and everything. That's one of my favorite lands.
And that's a retro land. This one, we was up to the Godfather, which is 2 hours away.
It's Great Lakes Game Emporium.
The Godfather.
That's what we call him.
This one's a great card. He gave this one to me, and this one you draw a card for each dinosaur you control, which by that time I usually got quite a few dinosaurs, and the card draw is so important. So I love that card, and I know where I got it, so I have something special for it.
This is one of my other favorite lands. I think it's everybody's favorite lands, but I decked out my token deck in this land. It's green and white, and I use all of these, but they gotta be foil. So that's my favorite land.
And I got Questing Beast. Questing Beast is valuable. He's a legendary creature, 4-drop, vigilance, death touch, haste, can't be blocked by creatures 2 or less, non-combat damage can't be prevented, and if I do combat damage, I can do it to a planeswalker. So that is just an amazing card.
I run a token deck, and I like to play this card that doubles everything that doubles, because of course I play Parallel Lives and Anointed Possession, but I know it's not an official card. I don't care. It's my house. I get to play what cards I want.
But it also affects everybody on the table.
Yes.
Essence Warden, for a 1-drop, you get 1 life for every time a creature comes out, so that is value. I always try to find cards with value. And so you can make a lot of points off of just a 1-drop.
So yeah, there's Parallel Lives. That one works well with the other one, that's why. But it's green card, so happy St. Patrick's Day.
This is a 12-drop dinosaur, but it costs so much less. If you have creatures out, you can get it out for free. And it's a 12/12 with trample. So
I hate that card. When it comes on the play, I just throw my cards.
Yeah, it could be a game killer.
I like playing Cultivate. You got to get lands out, but I, of course, had to bling out my deck because I'm a girl. So I went with the full art foil one of this. I had the original version in it, but I've upgraded to this one.
Okay, I wanted to show these 3 off together because they're all the same thing. These are all mana. A 1-drop rock. I made sure it's an unlimited card. The Priest of Titania and Raphaelos. All those give me all the mana that I need.
I hate his elf deck.
And that's what an elf deck is. It produces a lot of mana.
Between his elf deck and his stupid shrine deck, he starts triggering everything. I get up and walk away. I do laundry, dishes, whatever. So this Fast Bond, I love this one. Unfortunately, I want a whole bunch of them in my deck, but I never get to it. It seems like it never comes up. But when it does, especially if I play Cultivate, then I'm getting more out at a time. But
the artwork's beautiful on the Fast Bond.
Yeah, it's funny. When I got this one years ago, I got it off TCG Player for $6 a piece. I got a whole bunch of them, but they're not $6 no more. So I'm glad I got them when I did.
I like playing Toski. He's indestructible. He has to attack each time, and if he does combat damage, he gets to draw a card. So he's annoying, ain't he, baby?
Yes, I hate that one. You can't do anything to it. It just is there. Pack Song Pup, I love this. My son, for Christmas, overnight while I was sleeping, went through all of our bulk cards and pulled out every wolf he could and lands, and he built me a wolf deck. Now, my son is amazing at building decks, but this is my favorite. He's just cute, and I love that he gets counters every attack, so he can get big fast.
And when he dies, he gets
I
the
get
life.
all that life. So you don't want to kill him, but you want to kill him. So that's from my favorite one from my wolf deck for my son.
Elvish Champion's a 3-drop. It gives all the other elves you control +1/+1, and to have Forest Walk is sometimes a great thing.
Because I play green forests all the time.
But it's a fun card in my elf deck.
Artistically, this is one of my 2 favorite cards. This version of Birds of Paradise. The other one was a little weird looking, but I love this one, how it just flows and sparkles.
George Warcaller. This one, it's just a 1-drop, but you can pay 1 and 1 more and kick it. And you can kick it as many times as you want to. So if I kicked it 5 times, I get 5 +1/+1 counters on it. And then all the other elves I control get the same 5 +1/+1 counters on it. So he's very powerful.
This one is my absolute favorite artwork of all times. I don't know why. I just like all the stuff in it. It's not a great card, but the artwork. I actually painted this. I got an old suitcase. Or, well, no. An old...
Oh.
What are those called? Businessmen used to carry.
Oh.
Briefcase. And I painted it on all 4 sides, and this is on the end of it. I painted it. I did pretty good. But, yeah, that's my favorite artwork in all Magic.
It's a beautiful
cards.
card.
It's my favorite.
Majestic Marioc. He gets
I
double
groan a lot when he talks about his cards, because I hate his cards because he beats me all the time.
I can't believe it's not a legendary creature, so you can get more than one of them out there. But say I have 5 creatures out, he's a 10/10, and if something has any special character like Vigilance or Trample, Flying, he also gets that if one of my creatures has that. So he's a game killer.
Yeah, he can play more than one because we don't play Commander usually. We have, but it's not my format. Since I got into it during Revised, the rules were very different. There was no such thing as Commander. That's what I learned on. That's what I'm used to. So you can play 4 of each card in your deck.
I got Heroic Intervention, which is a great way to save your creature. Someone's board wiping, cost you 2, it's an instant. You get to keep your creatures, which is very important. Then Overwhelming Stampede. Usually if I got that Mystic Marioc out, he's a 20/20 at least. And I can make every one of my creatures a 20/20 and have Trample. So he can win the game for you pretty easily.
Yep.
At a 5-drop. And then I have this one. Michelle is going to paint this on my hood of my car, which I am obsessed with Garruk, and I love this picture.
Yeah, so I painted Garruk on his other car, and his other car has gone to car heaven, but he paid to have the hood taken off, and it is in the garage.
Hanging up.
So we're going to try this again. This is not the picture I painted last time. The last one was much simpler, just him coming through a swamp.
Yeah, I got to make it challenging.
We'll see how that turns out.
And then also, for my green.
This is a dice that I got. I think in the last video we showed the blow-up hatchet.
Right.
That I got from Germany or Sweden.
I think it's Germany.
Yeah. I've gotten stuff from both places. But the guy threw in a handful of stuff, and he threw in this dice, which I wanted and wanted and wanted. So when this came, I was ecstatic. And then John's got some green decks.
I have my elves, and I put my dinosaurs in this deck.
Here's the wolf deck my son made me. But I had to deck it out. I even bought a brand new green. I never bought a deck box for my decks. I got given some, and then a lot of them are in those cheap ones, cardboard
that one's the
ones.
professor made.
Yep, I just there's just a lot of cool wolves out there. I like wolves because actually I'm descended from the wolf clan of the Seneca Indians. So I do have Seneca Native Americans. I'm old, so that's what we called them in my days. No offense to anyone.
But that deck has a lot of good synergy to it. It
Yeah.
works well together. All the wolves do something cool
Yes. Which I don't build real good decks, so none of mine synergize real well. But we have wolf statues and wolf pictures, and I do have a wolf tattoo, so wolves are my thing.
together. That's why I made it special for Christmas.
Yep.
And then Michelle got me this frame, and I put some of my good Garuks on there, and I got a couple of the autographs of the artists, and the Mythic War of the Sparks, and the San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, I can't see it, but
Michelle loves this one, the little Garuk.
he's so cute.
And then I even got a foreign version, and they're fun to collect, and it's kind of my thing.
So if you enjoyed our video, like and subscribe.
And find us on Facebook at Show Me Yours. I'll show you my Magic the Gathering collection.